Well, hello, St. Louis, and welcome to This Week on STL. It is the weekly rundown of events happening in and around town, and it's brought to you by our good friends at Vitos Sicilian Pizzeria and Restaurante, located on Olive, right across from St. Louis University. If you got a hanker for some good pizza or Italian food during the lunch or dinner during the week, come on down. And also for dinner on the weekends, Vitos Sicilian Pizzeria and Restaurante. A couple of things carry over from last week. First off, the St. Louis Reps presentation of Fly, which is all about the Tuskegee Airmen, will be going on through Sunday at the Victoria Jackson Browning main stage in the Loretto Hilton Center in Webster Groves. Then another St. Louis Rep production. This happens to be the Studio Series production of Freud's Last Session. That is going on nightly at 8 o'clock, and that is in the Emerson Studio Theater portion of the Loretto Hilton Center in Webster Groves. That happens to be going on through the 17th of November. Another carryover we have from last week is the 35th Annual St. Louis Jewish Book Festival going on at the JCC in Creve Coeur. That continues through Sunday the 17th. Tuesday night. Well, it's the first Tuesday of the month. That means it is Super 8 Movie Madness. This one happens to be kind of interesting. It is the 70s Tough Guy Night, featuring James Brolin and James Caan movies. Movies like The Godfather and Rollerball and Capricorn One, Westworld, and Brian's Song, one of my all-time favorites. If you're going to watch that one, be sure to bring a Kleenex. That is going on Tuesday night at the Way Out Club, and admission is just $3. Thursday night, our Blues are back in action. They host the struggling Calgary Flames. Yuri Hudler and Lee Stepniak, former Blue right there, be in town. Puck drops at 7 o'clock at Scott Trade Center. They say, "Let's go Blues!" SLU men's basketball has their very first home game of the 2013-2014 season. It's at the Chaffetz Arena coming up on Friday night at 7 o'clock, and they take on Southeast Missouri. Oh, some great music coming to the fabulous Fox Theater, 8 o'clock Friday night and Saturday night. One of the most legendary country bands of all time, back on tour for their Back to the Bowery tour, celebrating 40 years of great country music. It's Alabama. Once again, Friday night and Saturday night, 8 o'clock at the fabulous Fox Theater. This lovely lady's been gracing us since 1979. Remember the song Chucky's in Love? Well, Rickie Lee Jones will be at the Sheldon Concert Hall coming up on Friday night at 8 o'clock. Now, if you happen to be on the east side and want some rock and roll, how about the Ides of March featuring a good friend of mine, Jim Peterick? They'll be at the Wildey Theater, 8 o'clock on Friday night. Once again, the Ides of March featuring my buddy, Jim Peterick. Be sure to say hello and say Rick Anthony says hi, Jim. Saturday at the St. Louis Artists Guild located in Clayton, it's Artstravaganza. That is 30 different artists exhibiting ceramics and glass and watercolors, oils, acrylics, photography, wood, you name it, it's on display there at the St. Louis Artists Guild, and that is at 10 o'clock on Saturday. Now, this next event is kind of unique. It happens to be the third Barrel Roll Organization roll-off. It's happening at 1 o'clock on Art Hill in Forest Park. We happen to have Andrew Tessier with us today. You got to explain what this is all about, Andrew. Tell us, what is Barrel Roll, man?
Basically, what we're doing is we're going to attempt to set the Guinness World Record for the most people to somersault at the same time on Art Hill on November 9th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I understand there's going to be quite a few of St. Louis's very own mascots in town?
That's exactly right. We've got the wonderful support of the St. Louis Blues with their mascot Louie. That's going to be coming out. We've got the St. Louis Rams organization supporting us with their mascot Rampage. And, of course, we have the beloved mascot of the St. Louis Cardinals, Fredbird, coming out as well. On top of that, we have the St. Louis Rams cheerleaders coming out. We're really excited to try to set this world record, and hopefully we'll get it this year. This is the third attempt that we've had. The first year we had about 100 people. Last year we had about 700 people. And this year we hope to break the world record of 835 people to somersault at the same time.
Now, they're asking for a $3 donation. That's going to benefit the Nurses for Newborns, and all participants will receive a red rolling wristband. Once again, that is 1 o'clock on Saturday. Art Hill in Forest Park. Help them break a world's record, and of course, help the fine folks at Nurses for Newborns. Saturday night at 6 o'clock, if you want to help the fine folks at Stray Rescue, they're having a trivia night at the American Legion's post number 162. That's located on South Broadway. $25 per person for tables of up to 8. Includes wine, beer, sodas, and water. That's Saturday night at 6 o'clock. Very special night at the Peabody Opera House on Saturday night. It's the Musial Awards. It's the one-of-a-kind event celebrating extraordinary sportsmanship and all that is right in the world of sports. Man, we see so much corruption going on in the world of sports. There's illegal doping and cheating and this, that, and the other. How about a night of good news about sports? The Musial Awards, Peabody Opera House. Tickets are $35, and that's at 6:30 on Saturday night. Right next door, Sid the Kid Crosby and Evgeny Malkin will be in town. That's right, the Pittsburgh Penguins will be facing our Blue Note at 7 o'clock at the Scott Trade Center. Let's go Blues! We wrap it up in style as we delve back to the 80s. Remember that hit, She Blinded Me with Science? Well, Thomas Dolby will be back in town at Blueberry Hill at 8 o'clock. I don't think I've seen a performance by Thomas Dolby in 30 years. So, Thomas, welcome back to town. Blueberry Hill, Saturday night, 8 o'clock. A lot of information there, right? Well, all you have to do is just hit rewind and check it out as many times as you need. And until this time next week for This Week on STL, I'm Rick Anthony.